Yes, guys.
What's up, people?
Jim Rat Pack back in the house with myself, Larry Olabamiwo, and a surprise guest. Like
Leo Rock's in the house. No, I'm joking. You've got the miniature white guys back in. I've been away for a while, but now I'm back, people. How you doing? How you doing?
He had big people things to sort out, you know what I mean? But he's back and he's a permanent fixture again.
I am a permanent fixture. I'll be on the wall soon, don't worry about it. Mount me like a lion's head right here.
Yeah, man. So, good to have Damien back. Leon's on some...
He's on sabbatical.
Yes.
Leon's on sabbatical this time. I'm away from sabbatical. Leon's now on sabbatical.
But, next.
Larry
Leon will be back soon anyway.
Yeah,
but
soon.
Soon. 100%. But as always, we are here as Gym Rats and actors, giving you our perspective on everything entertainment.
Yep.
Especially movies and TV.
That's what we do.
Yes. It is.
And that being said,
yes, please introduce
we have got a review for you today, and it is the very first episode of
She-Hulk Attorney at Law.
Yes, I forgot that was the actual full title.
Yeah, that's the full title.
That's the full title. That's
not that was needed, but
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe we'll see towards the.
So
yeah,
Larry.
Yes.
What did you think?
Well, should we go through a little bit what happened in the episode?
Let's go for it.
Yeah. So. It was basically She-Hulk, who is Bruce Banner's cousin, Jennifer Walters, basically recapping how she became She-Hulk for most of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
So basically, they've changed the origin. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the She-Hulk comic, but they've slightly changed the origin. So in the comics, she gets a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner after a car crash. Now they do have the car crash here, but what they have it as is they're both bleeding, and Bruce Banner bleeds into her wound, thereby infecting her with
that old stick.
Yeah, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
So that's how she becomes She-Hulk. So basically, Bruce Banner, or the Hulk, Smart Hulk now, because he's permanently fused, is now teaching her how to negotiate being a Hulk. And
that's an easy thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of it, she was kind of like taking it, like a duck to water. But some of it, obviously, she wanted to go back to work as a lawyer. Yeah,
so she was kind of apprehensive to rush back.
Yeah. So we're being very, very succinct here. So basically, after showing her a few things and her besting him at certain things, they got a little kind of sibling rivalry going on, even though they're cousins, not siblings. They have a little fight, and then she goes off. And then she's on the case.
Yep.
And while they're in the courtroom, a villain called Titania shows up, played by Jamil. And so she then has to transform into She-Hulk to beat her, which she does.
Yep.
And that's kind of where it ended.
It's pretty much the show. That's it. It's a 36-minute episode. It wasn't very long.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your thoughts on it as a big comic book fan and knowing the She-Hulk pantheon that it is,
and admittedly being very, very critical of the trailer. He didn't do the trailer reaction. Me and Leon did, and in fact it was Leon.
Leon was very critical.
Leon.
Let's throw Leon out.
But I did agree with Leon when it came to the trailer. I did agree that the the trailer didn't look great, and the CGI wasn't great, and that was a big thing.
CG did look really green,
right?
It looked very green. It looked Shrek green,
and that was a complaint throughout the comic book fandom about that. So, based on that alone, because obviously that's what we had to work with, I wasn't very optimistic.
Same.
Then 2 days ago, I watched John Campea, in which he said that a lot of critics who already got 3 episodes of it.
Yeah, they're raving about it.
In fact, it's got an 88% where I last saw a critic review on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's good.
So that's very good. Although I don't always take what the critics say, so let's.
Yeah, sometimes you're wrong. Man of Steel, case in point.
Yeah.
And Venom. Case in point.
Yeah. But So when I heard that, I was a bit more upbeat about this, and it delivered. I have to say, we're on this first episode, and now it's going to be 10 episodes, isn't it?
Yes.
But I liked the first episode. I really liked it. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was very succinct because a lot of comic book heads know her origins, and even the people who don't know her origins, they don't want a whole 3-episode saga into how she became She-Hulk. They just want people to get to the meat of the
story. That's what she does in the initial kind of like when she breaks the fourth wall straight away. So this is how I became She-Hulk real quick.
Yeah. And just a note on that, She-Hulk comics was actually the first comics to break the fourth wall. A lot of people think it was Deadpool, and Deadpool comics did, but it wasn't the first one. And people assume it was Deadpool because obviously the Deadpool film came out before She-Hulk.
So I didn't know none of this. I was informed as per usual.
But yeah, it was She-Hulk. It actually was She-Hulk. So it wasn't like, oh, they were copying this. No, that's what the comics is like. So yeah, I'm very upbeat, and I would give the first episode a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a very solid rating, trust me, for me as well.
Originally, when he was going to be hitting like a 2.
I don't know about that, but a solid 7.5. I mean, I could even go 8. It was pretty good. I was entertained.
Okay.
It wasn't how I thought it was going to be. I did hear that it was a comedy. Ali McBeal, which I've never watched.
Neither have I. I have no idea about Miss McBeal in the comedy.
Yeah, but I would like to see the other episodes now. I'm intrigued to see what's what. So what did you think?
Well, I hated it. No, I'm joking. I would go to say that it was a surprise. I was expecting big things after hearing what Campia said and what the general quick reviews were.
Oh, you saw what Campia said?
Yeah. So like I was seeing those, I was thinking, okay, so this might hit it out of the park a little bit, and it pretty much did that. Tatiana did a great job as basically the forefront of the show. I wouldn't say she's helped by Ruffalo. I think they bounce off each other very, very well. I think they've already started to create a great chemistry with each other, which I think works really well.
Yeah.
I did think that CJ was much better than what we saw in the trailer, because the trailer was looking all Mrs. Shrek, and she turns up, looking like the Hulk, the female version. This man got a little bit touchy when they started hulking out and testing each other's strength, but then
because in the trailers it looks like they're gonna make, and I said this when we did the trailer reaction, that they were trying to make She-Hulk stronger than Hulk, which doesn't make sense.
No,
and also does not happen in the comics.
No,
like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Even as him being Smart Hulk, which is not as powerful as the Hulked out Hulk.
Yeah,
the Raging Hulk, should I say?
Yeah.
But they didn't go there. They didn't go there. No. They made her competitive, but So I was happy.
In fact, my favorite bit is when he throws the rock the fuck into space. He's like, "What the? What? I just to show you how it's done."
Yeah.
Like,
One thing they didn't explain entirely was the healed up arm.
Yeah, they kind of made it like, oh, because I got after testing your blood and the way you healed it, healed my arm. So that was like they mentioned it, but it almost felt like a little bit throwaway, quick.
But didn't he have a healed up arm when they were in the car?
No, when he's in, you can see he's got the armor straight on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they did cover that one.
Yeah.
But no, in general, I liked it. I thought the writing was quite good. The breaking the fourth wall. The main thing I thought that was going to be a lot of it. I thought that was going to be a running joke throughout, but it only happened like 3 times.
Yeah,
and even then it worked, and it didn't detract from what was going on with the narrative. Again, I liked what we saw in terms of like the little throwbacks. So when they're having the conversation, he goes like, "Oh, me and Tony built this place, but you'd always just get drunk and sit there and complain about Steve,ch which I like little bits like that.
Yeah.
Connections.
She's got the hots for Steve.
Yeah.
Well, young Steve anyway.
Yeah. so he did. And F-bomb is nearly dropped, but it's
nearly, but not quite.
The MCU haven't broken the PG-13 F-bomb rule yet.
Yeah.
But because I haven't adhered to the PG-13 F-bomb rule yet, because you'll have 1 F-bomb, people. But they're allowed
to mention orgies for some reason. But...
come on, what's going on, Thor? And you don't know how to be part of the orgy, Thor. No, come on now. Like, you think kids don't know what that is? Well done.
Yeah,
you can't say the F-bomb, you can say orgy.
Yeah.
But anyway, Marvel veering into the 15-18 rated verse aside, I generally had a good time with it. I think that the script was good, the chemistry was good, and I'm looking forward to see what happens next episode. So that's pretty much all I got to say.
What would you give that episode out of 10?
Rate it, I'll go with you, like 8, probably 8.5 out of 10.
8.5?
Yeah, I'll go as far as 8.5, just I think because it was nice and lean. It didn't too much.
Yes, me and you were quite surprised when we saw how long it was.
I thought it'd be longer.
I thought it'd be longer as well.
So I was shocked by that.
Yeah, which then makes sense why it's 10 episodes.
Yeah.
If they're all going to be around that sort of length.
Yeah, it's just 5 hours of footage.
Basically. Pretty much, yeah. So, that'll do me.
Yeah.
That'll do me. Yeah. Don't think there's any more to be said. I'd like to see what Leon would think of it.
It looks trash.
Now you butchered it in the... I'm joking. Much love, bro.
Yeah, Leon, you let the people know what you think, bro.
Put it down in the comments, bro. You commented GRP. What did you think of the episode?
Exactly. But anyway, so that was our conclusion of that's the conclusion of our review of She-Hulk Attorney at Law's first episode. So, guys, what did you think of the first episode? Were you feeling it? Were you not feeling it? And tell us why. Leave some comments down below and let us know what you think, please, yeah?